Describe the personalities of the people in your house growing up.
Well, let's see, my mother was the boss. It was her house and she ran it her way.
Your dad followed her rules?
Oh, yeah. We all do. We all do, yeah. She was her own person before, women's lib. Mm-hmm. She could have organized that. She did things her way.
Yeah. And and then that was kind of hard, right? For, to be a strong woman?
Yeah, oh no, she took care of business, know.
Yeah. What about what was your father like?
Very mild man. A gentleman.
Yeah.
A real gentleman.
But he didn't offer opinions about things, or?
Oh, yeah.
But it was left up to her.
Oh, he thought the world of her.
Yeah.
And she made
She'd be going out to the Mothers Club or the Daughters of Isabella, all dressed up, I'd say, boy, you look nice, Elmira.
So, who enforced the rules in the house?
She did.
Oh, it was my mother's house.
Yeah. So was your dad did he spoil the kids and the mom did the rules?
Well, I know he never laid a hand on any of us, know.
Yeah.
I came home, I remember one night really, really late. I was out with your father, and we lived on Bentham Road. Do you remember Bentham Road? And there was a long flight of stairs to go up to the apartment. And I can remember my mother at the top of the stairs, and I'm starting up, and my father's beside him. I'm give her a chance to tell you, give her a chance to tell you. My mother's going to kill me. So I'm like, give her a chance to tell you why.
What about your sisters?
My sisters, Dell was like my second mother almost. She was 13 years older than I was.
Oh.
And she was always so good to me, yeah. But she was good to everybody. But she was good to me, yeah.
Were you?
I was the youngest.
You were the youngest.
Of four, yeah.
Oh, okay. And she was the
Three
oldest.
girls and a boy, and that's what I had too. 3 girls
Yeah.
and a boy. Yeah.
And who? So it was Delvina,
Louise, and Blanche.
No, but Delvina, Joe.
Oh, I'm
Louise.
tired of the girls.
Oh,
Yeah. So Delvina, and then Joe was the second oldest.
Yes, 5
Okay.
years difference
Okay.
between
Uncle-
Del and Joe.
Uncle Joe was the
And
oldest.
5 years between Joe and Louise,
Mm-hmm.
and 2.5 between Louise and I, so I figured I was a mistake.
Slowly.
Or maybe Louise was too.
A surprise.
Yeah.
What was Uncle Joe like as a kid?
As a kid. Well, he got in a couple of picadillos. One apartment we lived in, the back way up was very dark, and of course we lived there, we knew the turns. But he came running home one day, and I think the police were right behind him. But he knew how to go up the stairs because the police,
And what do you think he was doing that they were after?
I know they were probably, if the policeman said, say 3 or 4 or 5 fellas were standing in the corner of the street talking, and the police would come along and say, move it, you couldn't congregate,
Yeah.
and you should move it. Well,
Yeah.
sometimes they didn't move fast enough for the police, but
Yeah.
that poor cop that was trying to chase him up the back stairs.
Yeah.
So, but he stayed out of trouble. My father said, be home at 9 o'clock. He was home at 9 o'clock.
Oh.
Yeah.
So listen to the rules, but bent them.
Yeah. He was a good guy.
And what about
Who
Louise?
had a terrible,
Louise was a kind of a party girl, right?
party girl. Well, she was Miss Bunker Hill which was a big holiday
Bunker Hill?
for the 4th of July.
Massachusetts.
Oh.
And she got the big loving, cup and all. She was very pretty. She was really very pretty.
So were you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, everyone, you were beautiful. All those pictures. I'll have to get, oh shoot, I meant to call Auntie Beth and ask to get those pictures. I'll have to
I'm
get those.
surprised we haven't heard from her today, which is
Yeah.
fine, but she said she was going to call me.
Oh, you know the little album I put together of myself? That's
Maureen, I'm sure, has that.
is that in? Or do I have it with me?
Oh, yeah, I think you have it in Florida. You
It
do
would have
have
been
it.
fun for her to see that.
Yeah.
I can
It's all
scan 'em.
of me in this little album from the time I was little. I'm sitting on the school steps, I think, with a piece of bread and butter. Now it must have, probably 3.
I would like to see that.
Yeah.
I would
And
like
then
to
it
see
follows
that.
me up to nursing school,
That's
Well,
great.
Louise was always kind of the socialite. And,
Oh, yeah, she was very popular,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I was shy,
Yeah.
backward.
Yeah. Well, I think Shy is more of the word.
But,
than
no,
backward.
she was it,
Yeah.
Or can you remember any arguments, any like big tiffs you ever got
Oh, all
into?
the time, don't
With-
you?
What was it? But what's one that stands
I'll tell
out?
you the funny thing. I only remember one argument with Delvina. We had in the 7th and 8th grade cooking class.
Mm-hmm.
So you had to bring home your apron and your hat and have them all starched and bring them back to school. So I had mine all put in this lovely blue and white box, all ready to go back with my school books and all. And Del said, you can't have that box. And I was crying, why can't I have that box? My father said, give the kid the box. Of course it was a Kotex box.
Oh no!
All I knew was it was a blue and white box. And my father said, give the kid the box.
She was trying to help you out. That's so funny.